what you want to see in the future. And so we just want to educate in the way we educate. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a youth, one of the young people who said he was diagnosed with ADHD. That's a part of, you know, this program, right? And my opinion of just the whole diagnosis of, you know, the ADHD is, you know, white folks that don't know how to teach our kids, you know, putting a stigma on them and saying you got, you know, a behavioral issue because they don't know how to, you know, teach our kids or deal with our kids, right? But, you know, you put a black teacher, male or female, and we can identify whatever that you is going with, and we can, you know, deal with it. And so, like, I just think it's important that we break those stigmas, and, you know, we call it what it is, and we own the particular story in the space. And so, this campaign that we are involved in, we about to launch this campaign tonight, but we working in the next 45 days. And a lot of the young people in here, and myself and the elders, we created some content, some dope content to reach, you know, the youth, the target ages that we were saying, the 14 to 18, and then we have a secondary, you know, demographic of folks from 19 to 35 that we also, you know, hit them with this economics. So y'all see me talk about cryptocurrency and, you know, forex trading and businesses, and being able to earn, you know, have 7 different streams of income. So that's a part of this, like teaching, wealth building, you know what I'm saying, educating. And one of the things you're gonna see later on in this video is just me talking about teaching while being the example of just living my life, right? So not saying I need a PhD, master's degree to be in order to teach. You can teach just doing what you do, and people watch you, and you be an example for them, and they may learn more from you just watching you than they learn in, you know, the books. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass it to my man Ruju, and we gonna get this whole campaign launch started. Y'all get ready. We got a lot of dope, powerful people gonna come up and share their experience, and then we're gonna show y'all a video that we created to kick off this campaign. So y'all ready? Y'all ready? Welcome to New Orleans, yeah, big.
All right, y'all good? Y'all good? We good? Y'all make some noise for Successful 5. Like you heard, like he said, man, we must come together as a culture. Also, y'all gotta check out that movie, man, Judas. If you haven't watched it, go check it out tonight. A powerful movie. If you also, another good movie that I watched the other day, check out Black Skin also. Also, man. And my young black brothers up in here, man, from another king to another king, because y'all are kings. I don't care what your age is, y'all are kings. Another black man to another black man. Let's get powerful. Let's start sticking together. Let's stop the foolishness. We gotta come together as one. We already got the other people dealing with us, but we want to be dealing with each other. Let's come together as one, man. My king, if nobody never told y'all, if your partners never told you today, your partners not going to tell you tomorrow. Another black man to another black man, I love y'all. Love y'all. And same to my queens up in here. Y'all know I love y'all regardless, but I got to express this here to my brothers sometimes, because they don't get that from their partners, so they so-called round, or they warriors, they homies, they don't tell them that they love them. So it take a black man to tell another black man, I love y'all, bro. 100. All right, we gonna keep the campaign, we gonna keep it rolling. I don't want to mess up his name. Okay, we gonna keep up, we bringing up the next guest. Y'all make some noise for Dana Maria. All right. Make some noise, Dana Maria in the building.
Good evening, everybody. I hope all is well, and I am just like so grateful. I've been like holding back tears since I got here and listened to everybody talk. I'm gonna say that, but I am very proud of all of us, even people that haven't been part of the campaign. We've been staying strong through all the things we've been seeing in our city and outside our city. So I want to say a big shout out to all of us for having those still hearts and pushing through everything that our people have been through. So I'm proud. So I have a poem today, y'all. And this poem is called This Is My New Orleans Anthem. The city may have been built off of anarchy, slavery, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better. Together, any weather, flocks the bird feathers. Just because he says you heard me, doesn't mean he can't teach him therapy, or she can't lead her verily. Secondarily, check. This is my New Orleans anthem. I didn't grow up in a mansion, yet somehow still know the answers. This is my New Orleans anthem. Didn't grow up in a mansion, yet somehow still know the answers. I'm here for my peers, just know that someone's listening, you heard me. So chill back and relax, cause jail ain't no Kentucky Derby. I say it again, I'm here for my peers, you heard me. So just chill back and relax, cause jail ain't no Kentucky Derby. Ooh, yeah, jail ain't no Kentucky Derby. This is my New Orleans anthem. We got the answers, we got the answers. And yeah, we swerving. New Orleans streets, stand on your feet, cause we ain't got time for murder. I hope you heard us. New Orleans streets, stand on your feet, cause we ain't got time for murder. I hope you heard us. I hope you heard us. This is my New Orleans anthem. Our city carries everything because we are the champions. No backing down, staying strong, because we are the New Orleans fandoms. This is my New Orleans anthem. Our city carries everything because we are the champions. No backing down, staying strong, because we are the New Orleans fandoms. You heard me? And just to educate everybody, fandoms means we carry truth. We carry truth, and that's what we do in this city. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I am Dana Maria, aka Miss Hippie Gypsy, and I love you all. Thank you.
Yo, make some noise. Miss Dana Marie telling her story. You heard me? She wasn't grow up in no mansion. She told you, you heard me? She ain't grow up in no mansion, she grew up in a project. You heard me? Oh no. Once again, y'all make some love with Dana Marie. Next we got coming up is hold on, let me make sure I'm getting this right. We got unfaked history in the people. Well, y'all is about to get serious. We got unfaked history in the people. Yeah.
I'm not fake. That's what everybody calls me. So, New Orleans African American culture. New Orleans has been a long and complex history that relates to African American culture. And many of the older traditions are still alive today in New Orleans. History of Black people have been a part of the architecture, the music, the spirituality, the food, and the celebrations. In fact, our history may be one of the most important and powerful forces in New Orleans history. From the first day the French colonials came to this land, this city has depended on Black people for its existence. Although the Europeans chose the spot to establish the city of New Orleans in 1718, they lacked the skills and technology to survive in this unfamiliar environment. The colonials would have starved if it had not been for African labor and technology. Enslaved West African farmers were able to bring the first years of crops of rice. They knew how to cultivate based on the experiences they developed back home. New Orleans enslaved people gathered in the space and that became known as Congo Square, just behind the edges of the city. Today you can find this area in Louis Armstrong Park, which is fitting, since you can draw a line from the role Congo Square played in the preserving African culture in the formation of jazz and other important forms of American music originating from New Orleans. The relationship cultivated freedom of Congo Square continues to bear fruit long after the Civil War and today. New Orleans brass band music emerged from African roots. Celebratory funeral processions that came to be known as a second line in New Orleans in the 19th century. These bands, which include both brass and percussion instruments, cultivated gospel, blues, ragtime, spiritual music, and etc. That sprouted jazz music, which we are known for today. In the West African religion practices by many enslaved Haitians was known as voodoo and voodoo in Haiti. In New Orleans, it became voodoo, where it survived partly today. We still practice in New Orleans today. We still have stores here today on Magazine and in the French Quarter. The spirit of their religion still alive and part of New Orleans. You can find shops in the French Quarters and on Magazine Street. Africans and their descendants did not just provide the labor that built New Orleans, but most of the ironwork and architectural artistry continues to draw people to New Orleans today. All the houses we see just about in the old historical areas, we developed, we created. Y'all are living in your city. You are the future, and your ideas, fellas, well, now y'all not fellas no more, y'all diplomats, ambassadors. You are the change we're looking for.
All right. Y'all make some noise. Unfaith. I want to let y'all know one thing, man. Every time I see Faith, she's up in good spirit. It's a beautiful. Every time I see her, it's a blessing to see you. Always in good spirits. I love you forever. Y'all make some noise. Faith in the building. We're going to turn it over to Zoom, and we're going to turn it over to Morgan, Berlin, and people. We're going to get it to with Morgan.
Good evening, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up? Yes? Okay, cool. All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Morgan Malin. I am one of the newly graduated ambassadors. I will be sharing a piece that I wrote. Auntie Faith and I were both tasked with writing pieces that talked about one of the three pillars that we are focusing in on this campaign. And the pillar that we chose was history and people. Because as she said in her piece, the history and the people are really what keeps us alive. So I'll be sharing my piece. In this city, we are the children that time forgot. We built our world different than most. Native, African, Maroon, Creole, Cajun, French, Spanish, English, America named us New Orleans. The title to this land was tossed around so mercilessly, many of us are still tangled up in the smooth hand magic of performative political exchanges. Most of us are tired of being owned. This city was built off of our ancestors' backs as they stamped trails with their own blood. The footsteps we follow are jaggedly pressed into this land with fissures cracked by chain trails beside them. We are generations born of fear. The fear that our rights would be taken away once more. The fear that there won't be enough money to provide basic needs. The fear that we as individual people are not enough as we are. So many successes we were taught were rooted in soils doused in fear. Fear of the oppressor's falsely preached inferiority being validated. This city exists as a miracle. One day soon, our city might not be here anymore, and we might not even be around to see that. None of us want to see that day come. Some of us want desperately to save the city our people dreamed of, and some of us would rather choose how we die. The people of New Orleans have always lived at great risk to ourselves. The violence, rage, sadness, joy, and creativity that we see in these streets are ours. This city is in the hands of its newest and youngest children. We are loud, groundbreaking, angry, revolutionary, and courageous children who are hurting and growing, just like every Black person that blossomed on this land before us. Each generation that comes before has broken dreams and regrets that they yearn for the next to achieve. The city's youngest children listen and learn the most crucial lesson. Have no regrets when death comes to your door. If this city continues to exist, it'll be a miracle as it's always been. Some of us would prefer to choose how we die. Others would rather choose when. But remember to call us by our names when you see us. We are your children, living life, running from the mistakes that haunt this city. Our choices make or break us, but don't condemn our ancestors by suggesting not one of us wants to see where we're going. We are the products of our forebears, but we are not our forebears' products. Thank you.
Okay.
Check. All right. Y'all make some noise. Morgan been in real serious. Make some noise. All right, you ready? Morgan got powerful on us just now. All right, sister. Power to the movement. All right, Morgan. Once again, y'all make some noise for Morgan. Then ladies, just shout it down. We're going to keep it going. Next, we got Alvin in the building. Alvin, a.k.a. L.A. Go by the name of L.A. Earhart. Make some noise. L.A. My bad, L.A. Earhart. My bad, brother.
If y'all can hear me, let me hear you say you heard me.
I heard you, brother. We're going to get some light on your face so I can get you good.
Yeah, man, let me shine right quick. You know what I'm saying? So, DJ Rabbit got a song back up for me entitled New Orleans, and I haven't performed in a very long time, so I'm gonna need y'all energy to make me feel at home. If that's cool with y'all? That's cool. So look, before we do the song, on the count of 3, I need everybody to represent what ward they're from, what part of the city, project, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let the people on Zoom know how we coming, right? So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. For sure. So look, we're gonna do it like this. Grab it, drop the beat. And by the way, I'm representing the Cali because I ain't hear nobody say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't what you said, right?
Well, you told me to play. That's all it's doing. That must be wrong file.
Let me check it real quick.
He got it. I'll stop beat by the phone if you can't get it. No. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh, also let y'all know, man, if y'all missed out on the New Orleans Kings of Comedy, once we get back on the road, that New Orleans Kings of Comedy show will kick back off again, man. Much love to my comedy brothers, Rob Kazi, a.k.a. Tommy Real Nigga. Shouts out to Mario P, a.k.a. He told you a whole out here. Shotty Feel Good and Shush, man, my brothers from another mother. If y'all come to the show, man, we appreciate y'all. Much love to Houston, Dallas, Lafayette, Baton Rouge. We be back on tour real soon, man. Much love to my comedy brothers and all the comedians in the city of New Orleans.
The message is
It definitely 7140.
Thank you, Drew. So, yeah, we about ready. Let's get it. Chill. Hands up, hands up, hands up. We go side to side. One more time, we go side to side. Okay, I say I woke up this morning. I had to go get it. There's too many people struggling inside my city. That's New Orleans. Y'all know what we do? We stir up that gumbo, baby, cause we got the juice, we got the yang. We out here, and I'm out here. And ain't no limits, no water, we body. Yes, sir, I say the object. And my project is getting to the mother loving profit. Okay, y'all know we second line for Super Sundays. The Indians in the street and they buck jumping. And all the deep boys showing off their rise. And the pretty woman out there just having a good time. A good time, we having a vibe, cool time. But be careful, cause the gutter people posting on the side. And yeah, we all know about bourbon and Mardi Gras. But the DJs and the cold wave was more loud. The lakefront seafood bar is going down. When the Saints win, the city mirror rate be going down. So please gather around. We hit the trigger, man. If they don't know what I'm talking about, that's that bounce sound. I said we reppin' the land, a New Orleans, you heard me. We reppin' New Orleans, and what we reppin' New Orleans, and what we reppin' New Orleans, you heard me. We reppin' New Orleans, I can't hear ya. What we reppin', you heard me. We reppin' New Orleans, New Orleans, okay. Uptown, Chopper City, downtown K-Ville, Jazz Fest and Essence Fest, so many festivals here. Bayou Classic, main attraction, main action is here. See people sipping on lean, but we drinking daiquiris here. No more Jabos and Reebok, but we still got sodas down here. And even when the sun is out, the crescent still on the pill. You gotta play it by ear. When it comes to the weather, one day it's hot, then it's cold. Grab some shorts in the sweater. Speaking of weather, we still bouncing back from Katrina. We're building our city without the help of FEMA. So middle fingers to Red Cross and George Bush. They flooded my whole city. They painted us as crooks. I know it don't make sense to steal TVs, but it don't make sense to me. Why did the leverage breach? But it's all good. That voodoo spirit still within. Plus we moved back home, so y'all know what we represent, right? I said we reppin' New Orleans, New Orleans, and what we reppin'? You heard me. We reppin' New Orleans. Hey, what y'all reppin'? They can hear y'all. You heard me. We reppin' New Orleans, that's side to side. New Orleans, you heard me. We reppin' New Orleans, and I go by LA and her. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much, man.
Y'all make some noise, make some noise! LA and hard.
Hold up, LA. I need you back up here for 1 second because you wasn't here. You heard me for the graduation, you heard me, and he came through. We laced him up though, but I just want you to share for everybody, you know, just your experience, you know, from the beginning of, you know, when you heard about On Your Story, you know, you got in it, and to the present moment. Just, you know, just share a little bit about the whole experience from your viewpoint.
First off, thank you, Sis. You know what I'm saying? Because Sis was the person to tell me about On Your Story. You know, my dad and Sis, they was real good friends, brothers. I consider Sis my uncle. And I remember saying Sis, what was this like right after Katrina when you didn't see no